Welcome to Homeschool University. I'm Diana Applegate, and today, as part of my How to Homeschool series, we are talking about homeschool free stuff. That's right, homeschool free stuff, which is awesome, right? Or is it? I mean, is free stuff always a huge bonus? Or can it sometimes turn out to be more of just an unhelpful four-letter word? So let's face it, we all love free stuff, right?
Woohoo!
Hey, she loves free stuff. I love free stuff. Homeschool families, free stuff was just made for you. Because let's face it, if you're homeschooling, that means one parent is staying home with the children, which means you are a one-income household in a two-income family world, right? Plus, it's not like the state, even though you are a school, is sending you a little check every year for per student funding. So free sounds like a great idea, but is it always a really good deal? In my opinion, it's only a good deal if the benefits outweigh the hidden costs. And I'll tell you what, nothing is truly free. There are always hidden costs. So today we are going to look at the good, the bad, and yes, even the ugly in the world of free homeschool resources. We're going to start with a positive category, the good. That's right, the good freebies. The first one that falls in this category would be free customer rewards. That's right. You bought something from a company and they gave you something to say thank you for being our customer. If you bought a bunch of curriculum, might be a free print book or maybe a free ebook. Maybe you bought some online courses and they threw in a free one. You know, that whole buy four, get one free type thing. Yeah, there is no downside to that. It's something you already know and appreciate, and they're giving you a freebie. That's awesome. The next thing that falls into the good category would be free open source courses. This is really for your high schooler, but sometimes slightly younger children can benefit from them. This goes quite often by an acronym of MOOC, Massive Online Open Courses. Where these come from and what are they? These come out of really a desire from some people in the university educational system to promote knowledge beyond just the students that they can actually contact. It started kind of with a professor up at the University of Manitoba in Canada, spread to some professors at Stanford. MIT then in the early 2000s developed a platform to really put these courses on. Then they ended up partnering with Harvard and creating a website called edX, which I will put a link to down below, that now has expanded to be about 2,500 courses offered there from literally 140 institutions across the world. They have MIT, Yale, Harvard, Caltech, UC Berkeley, University of Boston. How about the University of Queensland in Australia, Polytechnic University of Hong Kong, the Sorbonne in France. I mean, it's all there. All of these educators and universities coming forward and saying that globally, as a community of people, we can benefit from more people having this knowledge, and we're going to share it. There's no downside. Now, I will say there is no college credit offered. You're not going to get a certificate of completion. You're not going to have any teacher interaction. But what you are going to get are all of the lectures for that course, and you're going to have the materials. They'll put them online, including student materials. And sometimes you'll even have access to a chat room maybe, or a Facebook group where people that have taken that course are comparing notes. It's just a win all the way around. And I got to say, I've taken a few courses. I took some courses in history and government from Hillsdale College that I enjoyed very much. And also, I took a physics course from Caltech. Thank you, Caltech. I finally understand physics. Yay! Okay, just a great option, no downside. The third thing in this good freebie category would be YouTube videos and blogs. Ooh, shocker that I'm recommending that, right? Since I'm a YouTuber. Yeah, but seriously, YouTube and blogs are a great way to get very specific information about a topic that you really want to know about. And also to get some fabulous product reviews. I mean, just in my videos alone, I have quite often opened up a book and put the camera on it so you can see what's inside of that, you know, because that's going to help you determine if that product is right for you. Now, just want to make a little tiny caveat in here, and that is watch out for affiliate link bias. Affiliate links are when a YouTuber or a blogger has a link that you click on for a product they're recommending, and that takes you to the seller's website where you can purchase it. If you buy it through that link, then the seller gives a little monetary kickback to the person that had the link for you, so that then it's their way of saying thanks for sending us a customer. There is nothing wrong with this, but once in a while it leads to a little bias. Like a good example is, suppose I have 3 math programs in front of me. I like them all equally well, but only one of them is going to give me an affiliate payment. I might want to recommend that one, just saying, okay? Like I said, it doesn't happen all the time, but just be aware of it. YouTube does require that their people, their videographers, do put a mention in their comments in the description below the video that says specifically that they have affiliate links that they're giving you. Just a disclaimer here, Homeschool University does not monetize in this way. If I put a link down in the description, it's solely for your convenience. I just don't want to make money that way because I don't ever want to be possibly looked at as having bias. When I recommend to do something to you, it's because I wholeheartedly endorse it. I have used it. I really, really see value in it, and I'm going to recommend it to you, and that's it. I don't even allow YouTube to monetize my videos with ads. I just don't want to go there. I just want to be a homeschool resource for you, and that's it. So that's the good freebies. We got free customer rewards, we got that MOOC, that free open source courses, and we got YouTube videos and blogs. Now let's look at some things that fall into the not so good category. So I like to call this next category the bad. That's right. These are things that, yes, they have some pluses, but they have a lot of minuses, and I think that the minuses can really outweigh the pluses. So the first thing in this category would be free online curriculum, which in and of itself may not be a bad thing. However, these are websites that are offering complete curriculum. All the materials as far as, the text that you need, the lessons, some of them even offer lesson plans for you. It's all right there, and it's all totally free. Okay, there are 2 websites in particular that offer this that are super popular right now. I see them all the time, all over the place. It's on everybody's lips, okay? Those 2 I researched very heavily. I have really looked into their materials, and I found something disturbing, and that's why this is getting into the bad category here. I found some plagiarism, and I found actually more than a little. I found a lot of plagiarism. I think what happened were these authors of these materials had previously used paid materials, curriculum that they actually paid someone for, and then they just sort of heavily borrowed to put that into their free stuff. It may have been unintentional. I'm not really sure. All I know is that plagiarism is really not fair because, let's face it, someone took the time and energy to develop products, and they're currently selling them. They're on copyright, and then this person can go ahead and just really lift large portions of it into their own stuff, call it free, and that's okay. It's really not okay for me. And just want to go on the record as saying I have only contacted one of these websites. That one that I contacted said pretty much to me, mind your own business. This has got nothing to do with you. So there you go. The other problem with free online curriculum can be that they offer a paid upgrade to a free version, okay? Just saying, the free version is obviously going to be incomplete, because if it was complete, no one would ever upgrade to the paid version, right? And normally there's a disclaimer right up front about that. The developer or the author isn't trying to pass off the free stuff as complete. They're kind of putting it out as this is a way to maybe test the waters, find out if you like it, or maybe this only has this much material in it, and our paid version has this much. Okay, as long as you know that going in and you're aware of what you're getting, okay? It's just, I don't want you to get free stuff in this category and then be disappointed and have to go back and get more materials and waste time reteaching something simply because you really needed that upgrade paid version. So just saying, be aware, make the right choice. Now, the other item in this, the bad category, would be free online workshops. There's a reason why these show up there. And this is seriously a faceplant one, okay? I can't tell you how many 45-minute workshops I have sat through that I've tuned in for a very specific topic. The presenter was promising in the advertisement for it that, oh yes, this is what we're going to be finding out all about. I got really excited, sit through 45 minutes. Finally, the presenter gets to the material that I really want to talk about, got past all the preliminaries. And then the presenter has to say, and if you'd like to know more, you can subscribe to our gold level membership. Okay, so I just wasted 45 minutes of my life, right? Not finding out anything that I needed to know, and that's super frustrating. I mean, all fluff, no meat, no. So, just saying, go ahead and sign up for those workshops, but I'll tell you what, if it's a workshop put on by a presenter that has a paid segment to it, you may want to be on your guard for that, and you may also want to assess after watching one video and you don't get any meat if you want to watch any more. Just saying. So that's the bad category. You got free online curriculum, gonna have some major problems, and you got free online workshops, same problem. Now we're gonna move to the really ugly stuff. Woohoo! Now we're up to our last category, and that is the ugly of the freebie world. And I have one specific item in this category, and that would be this: state administered virtual school. That's right, it's commonly a charter school, virtual school, but it's a totally online school that's offered by the state. There is no charge to the student, to the family. All the materials are state provided. Everything is mandated by the state, from the curriculum to the length of time your student has to spend doing them. It's all laid out by the state. Now, here are the problems with that. The first thing is this. This is a good way for the state to harvest your information, your family's private information, which, if you're not in a state that requires you to register as a homeschooler, you are not on the state's radar. But the minute you sign up for a virtual school, they have your children's full names, they have date of birth, social security number, address, phone number, email, they have it all. Personally, as a homeschooler, I like to stay under the school officials' radar. Just saying. The next problem is this: zero flexibility in curriculum or courses. If the coursework or the curriculum doesn't work for your child, oh well, too bad, one size fits all, right? The other problem is this, another one that comes up: instruction on demand rather than actual organic teaching. Yes, there is a teacher that is presenting the material online, okay? That teacher quite often does not have your child's face on the screen. It's very common for the students to remain anonymous as far as actual screen time, which means now your student is communicating either through writing something in text, typing it in on the screen, or possibly using a microphone and talking that way. But it's not like there's someone looking over your child's shoulder really helping them with their work. And a lot of times, the end of the class time, the teacher asks the kids to put up a little emoji to say, did you get this? And they put up all their little smiling emojis, and the kids still didn't get it. Then they turn around and say to Mom, I can't do this. I don't know what to do. Well, then your option is you have to email the instructor, and you have to wait for the instructor to get back to you. So now, well, I guess we're going to go on and do something else. Do you know how frustrating that is for a child? But I want to know this right now, right? And this leads you to the next problem, which is your child needs help, and you're expected to be helping your child complete this coursework, but they don't give you any parent tools. There's no teacher's manual. There's no solutions manual. You're just flying by the seat of your pants. And if you can help your child, that's awesome. And if it's something that you don't know the answer to, you just get to wait until the teacher gets back to you. And then you may have another question, and you have to go through the whole process again. Here's another problem, and this is a biggie: limited attendance exceptions. Just like in a regular brick and mortar institutional school, you have to request time off to be approved for your student to be away from school. And in virtual schools, it can be a little tougher to get. If you want to take spring break 2 weeks after everyone else, you gotta have permission. And the school is allowed to say no because you've got to fulfill a certain amount of hours of seat time. That's how it is. And the last really downer that I have for this would be your student starting in kindergarten is going to be spending between 3 to 6 hours a day staring at a computer screen. That's right, with a total educational time expected of 4 to 8 hours, okay, a day. Can be a little more for high schoolers, okay. This does not sound like education to me. This sounds like staring at a computer screen. And I'm sorry, all these negatives, they just make a virtual school sponsored by the state a big no. So I'm just saying, be aware of the negatives, weigh the costs, but I'm definitely keeping this one in the ugly category. So guess what? We are at that time. It is the end of the video. That's right. That's it for today. But I've got some closing thoughts for you. The first thing I want to leave you with is the idea that you may need some budget-friendly curriculum. You need some alternatives maybe to that free online curriculum stuff. Well, buy used. Just saying. You can go to Google and type in used homeschool curriculum. All kinds of stuff will pop up. I personally really like a website that's homeschoolclassifieds.com. I'll put a link to them down below. That's where I have done buying and selling, and I've had great experiences. They have a lot of people participating, which means you have a big selection. It's really a no-brainer when you think about it. It's like someone needs to get rid of something and they could use cash in place of it, and you really need to buy something at a reduced price. Voila! The two of you should meet. Exactly right. Here's another thought for you. Nothing is ever really free. Everything has a value motive behind it. Sometimes that motive is awesome, right? Like with those open source courses, educators just wanting to spread knowledge, that is awesome. But sometimes the motives are not so great. You just have to be aware. Be sure that you find not just the benefits, but also the hidden costs. And you may have to dig a bit, but there is always something in there because there's always that value motive underneath. So just be willing to look for it. Just saying. So, thank you so much for watching this week. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and be sure to subscribe, because my value motive is to spread my message, to empower and equip families to homeschool successfully. And the best way I can do that is to get my message to as many people as I can. And the best way to do that is for YouTube to believe that my videos are the bomb and should be at the very top of the search results. And the best way that YouTube figures that out is by feedback from you, the viewer. Please join me here next Wednesday for my next video, which will be online classes versus parent-led classes. There is a time when sometimes either one will suffice, and other times where one is clearly better than another. We're just going to talk through that whole process and hopefully answer your questions. So remember, here at Homeschool University, we have 3 key strategies. The first is to be practical. Let's see, God gave you common sense. I think it behooves you to use it, right? The next one is to be purposeful. Pray with and for your children and for your homeschool. And the last one is really the easiest one, and that is be positive. That's right, you can do this, homeschool mom, because you are amazing.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day.